Hi, I'm Tina Swithin, author of Divorcing a Narcissist and founder of One Mom's Battle. And today I have a really exciting announcement and something that's been in the works for quite a while. And that is a new webinar series that we are calling ACT, which is Action Changes Things. And the goal is to empower you and educate you to protect your children, to help you navigate the family court system. And I have a couple of exciting webinars lined up. The first one is on December 13th, and that is a documentation webinar. If you find yourself struggling or overwhelmed with your personal documentation system and looking for something that will help you make sense of all of the paperwork, and maybe you don't even have a system and you look like I did at several points in my custody battle, which was kind of a deer in headlights, trying to figure out how to make sense of the madness and more importantly, how to properly articulate the problems that you are dealing with or that your children are dealing with to the family court professionals, whether it be judges, evaluators, minors counsel, your child's therapist. I know with anxiety, with PTSD, it can be really difficult to really hone in on where the issues are, what's going to make them pay attention, and then how to get it organized so that you can properly share the information with them. In my personal custody battle, which is just past the 9-year mark, I'm heading up on year 10 in 2019, but through that process, I've been through 2 full custody evaluations, minors counsel being appointed to represent my daughters, numerous CPS reports, interactions with law enforcement, more court dates than I could even begin to calculate. And, those things, and in the day-to-day, dealings and co-parenting, for lack of a better term, with a high conflict individual, and the constant documentation of abuse, whether it be subtle or blatantly obvious, you end up completely buried in paperwork. I know that was the case for me, and it's really hard to make sense of it, to figure out how do you take these mountains of paperwork and properly convey to family court professionals what the problems are. And, a lot of times, many of us suffer from PTSD or anxiety, and so it makes it even more difficult to collect your thoughts and be articulate and present well. During the first years of my custody battle, my bedroom was off limits to my daughters because it was basically mounds of paperwork all over the floor, tabbed and post-it notes everywhere. And, the weekends they were with their dad, my kitchen table became my work area, and it was overwhelming. So over the years, I developed a system to really keep everything organized. It's a combination of an online filing system and also binder documentation, so you have things available at a moment's notice. And no matter where you are in your custody battle, you can turn it around and get on top of the paperwork and take your power back. For me, the more unorganized I was, the more hopeless and out of control things felt. And what I realized that the more I took control of the situation, the more organized I became. And as I developed my system, which I credit as a huge part of my ability to articulate these issues to the people who mattered, I really felt more in control, and the anxiety lessened because it helped me to clarify in my own mind what the issues were, to figure out patterns of behavior, and to really show others what the problems were. So if you find yourself struggling with your paperwork and trying to make sense of the madness, no matter how tall your stacks of paper are, this webinar on December 13th can really benefit anyone, no matter where you are in your battle. So I hope you'll join me. If you aren't able to make it before December 13th, it will be available to download at any time. So you can go to our website at onemomsbattle.com, and up in the top right-hand corner, you'll see ACT Webinars, and you can go ahead and click that link, find out what's available. I'll be adding more and more to it every single month, but right now I'm focused on helping you take your power back through your documentation. And I look forward to helping you protect your kids the same way I was able to protect my daughters. So make sure you've subscribed to our One Mom's Battle YouTube page, and you'll stay informed on all other tips and strategies that I'm able to share from my own experience and from the experiences of others that I encounter along this path. So thank you. Take care.